That ain't great.
I just think people are too harsh on it. You know what I mean?
Sure.
They're like, if you look at other, studios as animated children's entertainment, I think Good Dinosaurs is.
You watch a lot of bad animated movies, though. We only watch the cream.
By the way, I'm happy to do a spoiled
tainted.
on that movie about the firemen coming out on Friday with the wrestler.
What are you talking about?
I don't know what that movie's called. It's the John Cena.
Ferdinand 2?
Oh, I saw the one where their arms are all crossed on the cover.
Yeah, you guys want to do a spoiled for that this next week?
Yeah, enjoy the studio.
Yeah, just come down here on a Saturday morning. No one will be here, but you can just come in here and talk.
The
for 2
cameras are
hours.
recording, we promise.
Okay,
yeah,
good,
exactly.
good.
Also, I've turned the AC on.
Yeah.
Just to really.
And if you're
blast
curious
you out
about
here.
the setup, it's like the camera being on the floor. That means it's on.
Okay.
Right.
I trust all of you.
The on switch is rubbing the camera on the floor.
When we started MinnMax, one of the core tenets that Ben Hansen was adamant about and wanted to drive home was positivity. MinnMax was going to be a shining beacon for passionate, positive discussion about topics we found interesting, whether that was video games, board games, movies, television, snacks, whatever. When we all got together on microphones, it would start from an optimistic, happy place of positivity. With all that being said, let's talk about the movie Playing with Fire, starring John Cena, that currently sits at an impressive 22% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's not a good movie, but it does at least trade multiple fart jokes, a common currency in children's films, for one extended bit where a kid poops with such power into the sleeve of some personal protective equipment that the excrement speeds up into the firefighter's face mask. The children in the theater thought it was hilarious. Despite my and the universe's assorted assumptions based on the title and the trailers, the movie is actually not about firefighters and instead follows an impossibly muscular smoke jumper and his best friends, Keegan-Michael Key, and the pest himself, John Leguizamo. Many jokes in the movie revolve around the idea that Cena and pals are not firefighters, they're smoke jumpers. But even after an hour and a half, minus the 15 or so minutes that I fell asleep during what I believe was the climax of the film, I'm still not totally clear on what a smoke jumper is and why they're different from firefighters. They have a helicopter, and they jump from it, and then they cut down trees until the firefighters arrive, I think? I would have loved walking away from the movie with a newfound appreciation for a generally unknown but undeniably important profession, but I was mostly just confused. Maybe it was explained during the climax. There's also a scene where John Cena jumps on a bicycle to chase the kids after they've stolen a four-wheeler to try and escape that in total probably lasts about 2 minutes. And he catches them after some jovial slapstick shenanigans, and he's like, okay, it's getting dark, we'll have to set up the camp. And they camp overnight away from the smoke jumper station, even though they're what appears to be only a 2-minute bike ride away from the station. I was confused, but maybe it was explained during the climax? Here are some things that I liked about the movie. John Leguizamo, Keegan-Michael Key's character's weird obsession with his boss, Judy Greer saying, just because I'm a woman doesn't mean I will take care of your kids, fuck you, I'm gonna go talk to some frogs, I'm paraphrasing, and the part where Leguizamo calls the mute but imposing character Axe Mr. X. I asked director Andy Fickman if this was a Resident Evil reference, but he hasn't gotten back to me. I'm sure he will any day now. Finally, I liked the joke in the end where John Cena decides he's going to adopt the kids he found in a burning house earlier in the movie, and he tells them that they're going to live with him, and they're like, great, here in the smoke jumper station where we all assume you live because you have a bedroom here, and you talked the whole movie about how you grew up here? And he says, no, at my house that I own. I have a house. And everyone is surprised, including his coworkers. It made me laugh genuinely. I don't know, honestly, the movie's fine. I'm surprised it's at 22% on Rotten Tomatoes. I would have assumed it would be a little higher. I mean, not much higher, mind you, but it has talented, funny people in it being funny. It's just a live-action movie made explicitly for kids in 2019, which is a rarity. Thanks for watching, and hey, consider supporting our patreon.com/MinnMax2ends for all kinds of fun content, which you're probably already doing if you're watching this video.